Hey, how's it going? I'm out here today working on some stuff. Last time I was out here, I knocked my stand over that was over there with all my punches and everything. So I've been cleaning up, doing some work. I made that stand, so now I can have everything not falling over. My vise was falling over. It was all sideways, hard to work with. My anvil kept sliding down, so I built that stand, and I got some new logs. Built this. Now it's on there a little better. My hammers are on the ground over there, so I've been wanting to make one of these for a while. So now I got all my hammers over there. Got it organized a little more in here. So today I've got those tent stakes. I'm gonna start working on those for a little bit. I've been wanting to make those for a while. I've got 8 of them started, so that's what I'll work on today. Something like that, I imagine, will work. Got the fire going already. Keep stoking it. So, that last project I was working on, I kept calling it a roof rake. I thought that's what it was, but I looked it up after I made it, and it's called a shingle shovel, or a roofing shovel. But I got that finished. I did some work on that roof, got some more mortar so I can keep going on my walls, building those up a bit. And then I made a list of stuff I needed to get for metal. Got a bit more metal. So, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 4 feet about worth of metal. That's new stuff I got. I got some, last time I was at the shop I saw this hexagon stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. I'd like to make something out of that. I got some flat bar, some square bar. I got some round stock, 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch. So I got that. Plus, this metal I got last time. So, with all that, that'll keep me going for a while. It's nice being able to. When I first started, I was just using scrap metal, things I could find around. Then I started buying metal, and now that's going good. Building up and getting this. I've got some more tools here. This is a hammer I made last winter. I was out doing rocker panels, so I had some of my tools in the shop, but I got that done where I don't need the tools anymore, so I brought that over. It's got brass pins, railroad spikes with some scrolling. I believe the wood is cherry wood. I used it out of grade stakes. So when I was out there, I got getting metal. They had these file handles, so I got some of those. Glued this together. It's got some glue. Freaking gotta clean up, but cracked a bit. But at least now it'll be easier to use. So every time I do some work and get some extra money, I like to build up my shop. And that's how I've got all this stuff, just working. And so now, those are heating up. Get this in there. I got some ideas of stuff I want to make there. I'm always running out of metal, but I'm never running out of ideas. So, it's getting there. I'm going to pull those out and see if they're hot enough to work with. I'm getting a bunch of blisters on my hand from putting all this stuff together. It's all temporary. Right now, I've got this built up like that. But eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this barrel out of here. I'm going to move this shelf. Eventually, once I get the stones built up enough for the wall, I'll be able to get rid of this tree, and that'll give me some more room. And then I'll move my stuff over. And then here in the corner, I'll build a nice stone forge. It's going to take a little while, but it's getting there. That'll be awesome. I'll have the chimney coming up, and then that'll be nice to work with. But for now, this is working. So let me get this in here. Alright, I don't know. See that metal in there, it's heating up. I called the antique store today to see the place I got my grinding wheel from, to see if they had one of those hand crank blowers for the forge. They didn't have one, but they're gonna call their vendors and see if they can get one. So that'll be nice. It'll be a lot more efficient to work with that. I'll be able to heat my metal up a lot quicker. So I'm gonna pull that out and start working on it. It's nice having this spot with all my tools so I can work on stuff and have a place for it all. But then I evolve and keep growing and get more stuff, move my stuff around to a better spot. So then I gotta get used to where my stuff is. But looks good. Start by squaring them up. That one I squared a little bit. Wow, it's nice having my anvil not skating around on me everywhere. That one I already squared a little bit. Let those heat up a little bit more. It's not very effective. But it works. I'll start doing this. I'll start working on something and then I'll get it started and then I'll start working on something else. And then I'll end up with a pile of stuff that's not done. So I'm gonna finish these because it's nice to have new items in my inventory, different things I haven't made before. It takes a minute for it to warm up, so I feel like as those are heating up I could be working on them, do them all at the same time like I just did, but I ought to have something else in there that I'm working on. So I don't know about you, but I really like cheese. I like Swiss cheese. I like all kinds of different cheese. Pepper jack, it's good stuff. So what I'm going to do is, I've never seen one until today. I was looking online and I saw cheese cutters. So that's what I'm going to start doing now. I'm going to make that out of some 1/4 inch square stock. And get something to cut that plastic with. I got this little knife dagger I started working on out of some 1/8 inch by 1/2 inch flat bar. It's coming out nice. Get some work. Awesome, look at that, all that metal. That's nice. All kinds of different stuff to work with. With this, got some 1/2 inch flat bar, but then I got some 3/4 by 1/8 flat bar. And what I want to do with that is, when I was talking the other day about going to that launch sale, getting those end irons, I believe that's what they're called. I also got these tongs, the fireplace tongs, and I wanted them because it's good when I'm making stuff to have something to reference. So now I can see how those are built and I can mimic them, make my own. And so that's what I'm going to do with that 3/4 flat bar. With this 1/2 inch, I'm going to make some shepherd hooks. I haven't made any of those yet. I feel like they're pretty simple to make. Just takes a minute to bang all that thick stuff, but I'm going to make some of those sometime soon. Alright, so actually, let's see. Those are pretty warm. Oh yeah. Now, I'm going to throw those on the anvil, bang them out again real quick. Then I can start working on the cheese cutter. I really gotta make some tongs so I can use those instead of these channel locks. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice and red hot. I started these the other day. Put the bend in them. They're pretty simple to make, so it's not going to take long to get these finished. First tent stake, done. So, when I got that bellow, one of my buddies, his father sells antiques, so I got that off him. And then I also got this bucket here. That's what I use for my quenching. So, something like that should work for now. Nice and red hot. It's hard to see during the day. Looks good to me. Number 2. A little bit more. Ooh. Not too much. Looks good. Number 3. Oh. Oh, it's kind of getting at a square there, so I'm gonna try to square back up a little bit. Looks good. I think that's 4. quite the workout for my right hand with this hammer, but it's also quite the workout with my left just to hold these things in place. 5. Nice and red hot. Cooling down and starting to fish mouth a little bit. But it's not bad. That's 6. Before I do those, I'm going to get this wax prepared. At least get it out there and ready. Be careful so dust doesn't go on it. Sometimes I collect my angel dust. Got a little jar of it over there. I like it. Something like that. Straight. There, get a little bit of bend to it. Nice. 7. It's the last one. Nice. So nice number 8. So, got them all in there. What is that? There's nothing in that bucket besides water and those tent stakes. That thing right there is the reflection of the leaves of the trees, I guess. Once you throw them in there, it doesn't take long. They pretty much cool. You know, you could throw something red hot in there. Within a couple seconds, you can pull it out with your hands. So, what I like to do is yeah, that's fine. That's good. I like it. That's going to hold the tent right in place. So, when you quench them, get them hot, throw them in the water, makes them a little more hard. But I need them heated up to put the wax on it. So what I do is I heat them up. I try not to heat them up too much because they're already quenched, so I heat them up, you know, just enough to get that wax on there. So, going back in. Started with about that much beeswax, and this is what I have. So it's about time I go and get more beeswax. I've made a lot of stuff this year. So what I'm going to do is start taking those out. The good thing is about this beeswax, I get it at a local health food store, and it's right beside an antique shop. In that antique shop, I talked to the lady, and I got my stuff in there, and she's helping me sell it. So when I go to get beeswax, I can bring some more stuff in. So that's perfect right there. I don't know if this end's going to be up enough. Yep. Nice. So that means I got to pull all those out before they get too hot. Oh! Straggler. I love this process. It smells so good with that beeswax melting. You don't want it too hot. This thing will catch right on fire. That's perfect. Yeah, this is, I could make a couple more things, but I'm going to have to make a trip to get more beeswax. But I like it because it's all organic. I think I said organic. It's all natural. Yeah, it's all organic, natural beeswax. I said local beeswax. I don't know where it's from. I want to start. I know this lady who does bees. She's a beekeeper. And I want to start getting my beeswax from her. Then I know it's real local. But I like to go get it from the health food store. So. keep dropping it like that, I'm going to have to make a run even quicker to get some bees. Whew, that smoke. It's really gets in your eyes. It'll be nice once I get the forge, the stone forge with the chimney, and all that smoke will go out. Jeez, that one's a little shorter, but you know what? I think it's going to hold the tent down pretty well. I think it's alright. And there was my first batch of tent stakes. Alright, I'm going to call it for this video. I'll be having some more. See you later.